It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Raiders and the Jaguars, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Raiders, the NFL playoffs begin here on this Saturday afternoon. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Playoff football has arrived. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, partner, best time of the year. It starts with Super Wild Card Weekend, 3 days, 6 games, and this matchup as good as any of them.
Yeah, and really, it's so funny, Mike. We watch these regular season games all year, and it just seems like there's no way the intensity and the competitive spirit could ever be higher. But there is just something different about playoff football in the NFL. You can feel it in the stadium. You can sense it down on the field in pregame. Both these teams have had this as their #1 goal all year. Make it to the playoffs. Everybody has a shot, and we're about to kick this thing off and get rolling.
The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
I remember talking to him earlier this season, Mike, and he emphasized the importance of winning their division. That guarantees you host at least one playoff game. Well, that goal, that's been reached. Now, they have their sights set on something even bigger, but to accomplish that, they're going to have to take advantage of this opportunity right here in front of them. That starts by doing whatever it takes over these next couple hours to extend their season by 1 more week.
At the 28-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll throw out of the gun. That's into traffic, but taken in. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. Taken at the 19. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Getting your team to the playoffs, Mike, that's a massive accomplishment for any quarterback. But if he wants to take them on a deep run, can he find the balance of playing mistake-free football while also maintaining that aggressive approach that has gotten them here in the first place? It's certainly not going to be.
And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. The PAT, up and good. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead here on Super Wild Card Weekend. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. They'll come up here 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
2nd and 7.
Here we go.
They'll put a receiver in motion right. A big hole. Speed on display. He's in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it. And the Jaguars will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive. 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
So the first part of any interception, it just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus, and that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
At the Raiders' 30-yard line.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Trying to shove his way forward, but brought down after a gain of a yard. 3rd down, 3 to go. Try to pick this one up on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up. His kick is good. And the Jaguars will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. This one complete right side. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll look to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Raider 1st down. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. 1 quarter in the books in round 1 of these AFC playoffs. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5. They'll stay on the ground. and he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. He'll look to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Extra point attempt still to come. His kick is good. And the Raiders are on top. It's 14-10. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The Jaguars offense back onto the field for their next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. They send him right out of the slot. He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line.
The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
Ready up.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
Come on. Set.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And he's going to go down, but there is a penalty marker there. May have
Offside.
jumped the snap
Defense.
just a bit.
Still 3rd down.
The penalty yardage not quite enough for a 1st down, so they're still looking at 3rd and inches.
Roll.
Following the penalty, they'll run it. And he's going to have a Jags 1st down. That'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Slot man in motion left. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Ready.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down.
Read up, alert, bring it, smash, check, Panther.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jaguars are back within a point. It's 14-13.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll look over the middle and find his running back.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the Raiders first down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
They'll look to throw again. Going for it all. That is caught! And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. They'll look to throw yet again. That one taken in. Touchdown, Vegas. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. The extra point is good. And the Raiders extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Jags offense going to take over just before the half. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, he'll keep this one on the ground.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
So, and both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Raiders offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. Throwing right. It's taken in. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
He'll turn and hand this one off. Not a lot on that one. He'll take it down to the 36. Second down and 8. Quick throw here is complete. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. First and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On second and 10, they'll try to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and through. And the Raiders will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again. So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. They'll try to set up the screen here. Well, that is a fitting end to this drive. Nothing works. He loses yardage on third down. Here comes fourth down. That'll be returnable from the 35. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Raiders offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one.
Once the quarterback gets flushed out of the pocket, Mike, he has to make a split-second decision. Does he remain a passer and give his guys time downfield to work open? Or does he turn into a runner, just try to pick up some positive yards with his legs? I think in this case, the extra time paid off. He remained a passer, found an open target downfield, and he's able to get the ball to him for a nice completion.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. Now, faking the give. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Throw on the run is complete. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal. Here's a run. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Now from the 7, it's second and goal. They'll go with him again. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for third and goal.
Ready? Top 7. Let's go now.
They'll run. And he can only salvage a couple there. Down to the 3. And now it's fourth and goal. 1 quarter remains. The field goal unit going to come on for the Raiders. This about as short as you can get. His kick is perfect. And the Raiders will extend their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move. Here's first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get...
Back to the sideline and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. They'll send a tight end in motion. Open space to the 35. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he will score again. Touchdown, Raiders. Saving his best for the playoffs. His third touchdown of the game. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race.
Ready, break. Set.
They'll look to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 35-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And down he goes.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Here we go.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over just shy of midfield.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
A tight end in motion now. They'll begin here on the ground. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's to the left side and taken in by Coleman. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Downfield. Offense.
You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far.
2nd down.
And it draws the flag.
Okay, break. Cowboy 80. Come on. Set. Ready.
He'll look to throw. This one complete right side. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Coleman. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. He'll drop to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal. Now a give up the middle, down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the play, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, Vegas. Extra point try forthcoming. The kick is good. And the Raiders stretch things out even further. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the...
Ready. Set go.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That's into the hands of Coleman. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Go! Panther 11, Panther 11. Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Get up.
Throwing now from the gun. Looking downfield for Coleman. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Point after try forthcoming. The kick is good. And the Raiders will add one more onto their big lead. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line.
Set.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So this